check. You good? There we go. Yep, I see it. All right, welcome baseball fans to Groton, South Dakota and Lockhart Field for day 2 of the Region 2B VFW 14U Region Tournament. I am Pat Kraus bringing you all the action here on our live ticket channel. Yesterday we saw 4 games completed, get us to today's tournament. 3 teams remain. All 3 teams still in the hunt to make the Class B VFW 14U State Tournament on July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in Bryant. Quickly, we'll go through a little recap here in a bit about what happened yesterday before we preview today's games. Our first game of the day here will feature Groton and Webster, a rematch of yesterday, which that's going to happen when you only have 4 teams in a double elimination tournament where we eliminated Redfield yesterday, and we'll get to that in a second, and to get us to here. So just a quick little recap of the 4 games we saw played yesterday. In game number 1, we had Clark taking on Redfield, and Clark quickly dispatched Redfield in a 5-inning affair, 117-7. And that advanced them into the winner's side of the bracket and dropped Redfield into the loser's side of the bracket. In game number 2, Webster defeated Groton 17-8. Again, I mentioned this yesterday, just a little bit of an upset as Groton had defeated Webster every game up to that point that they'd played this year, but Webster came to play and they hit the ball and had some solid pitching and did what they had to do to win the game, and Groton just couldn't find the hits and couldn't find the plays, and that eventually led to Webster defeating them and moving them into the loser's bracket, and Webster moving on to the winner's bracket. In game number 3 yesterday, later in the afternoon, was our first elimination game where Redfield and Groton took on each other, and again another short game as Groton defeated Redfield 17-2 to eliminate Redfield. So Redfield, this tournament is over and their season is over. They came up just a little short, but they battled and they played pretty well and had some good things coming. I think they're a pretty young team, so hopefully they can keep things together and get back to this point again next year. And then in our final game last night, game 4, was our winner's bracket game where Clark and Webster met. Clark took care of business and defeated Webster 17-4 in another run rule shortened game. Clark, just like they did against Redfield, they hit the ball, had some pretty sound pitching, and are showing why that they are one of the favorites in the tournament. I've talked with a few coaches who have played them this year, and they said the same thing that we saw yesterday was just solid hitting, solid pitching. So, and our first game today, game number 5 of the tournament. This is an elimination game, and we're going to see Groton taking on Webster. Groton will be the visitors on the scoreboard, and Webster will be the home team. We'll quickly go through starting lineups here, and then we'll have our national anthem, and then we'll have our first pitch here shortly to follow. For Groton, starting lineup for Groton here. Jarrett Erdman is leading off. Karsten Fleece is batting second. Cole Simon's batting third. Nick Morris batting fourth. Morris is doing the pitching today. Nick Greblinghoff is at shortstop. Batting sixth is Gavin England at first base. Kellen Atkinson's at first base. Batting eighth is Carter Moody. He's the extra hitter today. Lincoln Krause is in right. Batting ninth and batting 10th is Tristan McGannon. Groton is coached by Aaron Severson, and today he's going to be helped out by our Legion coach, Seth Erickson. For Webster, the home team on the scoreboard, Gage Baumgartner is going to lead off, playing center field. Colby Coyne playing second. Owen Edwards at first base, batting third. Batting fourth is Matt Mount. He's at third base. Sheldon Schmig's doing the pitching, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Devin Snaza. He's catching. Tayton Kurkowski is in left field, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Caleb Edwards at shortstop. And Justin Ponce is in right field, batting ninth. And that's how Webster's going to go here. Again, we'll have our our national anthem here shortly. Looks like our umpires are Matt Rohrbach and Brian Hansen. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back here in 1 minute and have our first pitch when we return.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls,
And we're back here in Groton, South Dakota at Lockhart Field, getting set here for game number 5 of our Region 2B tournament. Again, we just recapped all the other games. Had 4 games yesterday and 2 games today. Be sure if you're watching right now and you want family and friends to be able to watch along with you, to look for the link on the Groton Baseball Softball Facebook page. Again, we talked about it yesterday a little bit, but a huge thank you to them for providing this opportunity to bring all the games to you here. 3 years ago or so, we kind of experimented with this, and we broadcasted the Junior Legion State Tournament, the Class B Junior Legion State Tournament. After we did that and had some success, the foundation got together and decided that was a nice little resource to have. So they went on a fundraising kick and purchased all the equipment that we have here for all this live ticket, live streaming. And we went full go last summer with the Class B Legion tournament, where we broadcasted every single game in that 5-day tournament, and very enjoyable experience. So again, a big thank you to them, to our foundation, and all their board members and all the hard work that they do. We're going to set the defense here for Webster. Webster being the home team. In the outfield, left to right, we've got Tate Krakowski in left, Gage Bumgarden in center, and Justin Ponce in right. In the infield, from third to first, at third it'll be Matt Mount. Shortstop will be Caleb Edwards. Second base is Colby Coyne. And at first base, Owen Edwards. And the battery for Webster here in this elimination game. Behind the plate will be Devin Snaza, and on the mound will be Sheldon Schmig. For Groton here, the first 3 hitters that we will see in this top of the first inning, it'll be Jared Erdman, Karsten Fleece, and Carter Simon. These 2 teams played yesterday. Groton jumped out on them early, got ahead in the game, put up 3 runs in the 3rd inning, and walks and errors are kind of the deciding factors in yesterday's game between these 2. I think Groton walked 7 or 8 guys and had 5-6 errors or something like that. It just wasn't their best game I've seen out of them. And credit Webster, though, they took advantage of those miscues and they put up 17 runs on them or whatever the ending score was there. So Jared Erdman's going to lead things off here for Groton. First pitch is in there for a strike. First pitch exactly at 5 o'clock on the nod under sunny skies and 80 degrees. A brisk breeze coming in from left field. The 0-1 misses. 1 ball, 1 strike as the Groton dugout gets into the game here early on, as they tend to do. Erdman digs back in. Schmieg from the wind. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on, and that's chopped. Foul. Erdman kind of out on his front foot reaching for that one. One thing our hitters have struggled with, and that is slower pitchers, is trying to keep their weight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jared Erdman here leading off for Groton. The 1-2, that's swung on and grounded to the right side. Edwards is going to come up. He's going to go for the tag. And instead, he holds on to it and tries to flip it to Coyne. And Erdman hustles down the line. He's going to run into Coyne. And a little collision there at first base. Erdman slow to get up. Coach Seth Erickson over at first is going to check on him. And looks like Jarrett's up. He's going to dust himself off. And I think he'll be okay. I think just kind of the shock of it all. Nonetheless, though, Erdman aboard here to start. Gets things started here for Groton. Karsten Fleece into the box. Fleece digging in, getting some instructions from head coach Aaron Severson. And Fleece pulls back a bunt, and a strike is called, and looks like maybe a sign was missed there by Erdman over at first base. And Aaron Severson goes through his signs again. Fleece falls behind here. No balls, 1 strike. Fleece digging back in. The 0-1 is down low, and Erdman takes off, and he's going to be in safely at second with stolen base. So after missing the sign the first time, he gets it this time and is successful. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Groton's catcher, Karsten Fleece. Fleece wearing number 10. The 1-1. That's going to miss and get in the dirt. Erdman's going to come over on the read, and he's going to be in safely. Snaza got a piece of it with his glove, but unable to have a secure handle on it, and kind of gets away from him, and Erdman's able to move up and put himself at third base now. Nobody out, 2 balls and 1 strike. Ball to the outfield now will get him in. The 2-1. Grounded up the middle to short. Edwards up with it. Edwards on to first to Edwards. He's out at first. Play at the plate is not in time. And Erdman is going to score on the ground out. Fleece retired 6-3 on the ground out if you're scoring at home for the first out. But will be credited with an RBI as Erdman scores on the play. Now base is empty. Carter Simon's going to step to the plate. Simon wearing number 21, playing third base today for Groton. First pitch on the way is on the inside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out here. The 0-1 on the way. And Simon reaches for one, and ball gets to the backstop. Nick Moore standing on deck. Schmidt gets his ball. He's coming from the windup. The 0-2 on the way. And Simon swings and misses, but the ball gets away from Snaza, and Simon is going to reach. So not your traditional way to reach base, but I don't think Groton will say no to it, as Simon is aboard on the strikeout. It's going to bring up pitcher Nick Morris. Morris wearing number 12. Simon goes on the first pitch. Pitch taken for a strike, no throw. And Simon is in safely at second with a stolen base. Puts himself into scoring position here. Wind is going to be a factor, I believe, in the outfield as I look at the American flag in center field. The 0-1 swung on. That's going to be a tough one. It's going to be down. Simon's coming from second as it gets by the center fielder. Simon hustling around third. He's going to score. Morris slides in safely at second with an RBI double. I couldn't even finish my statement on the wind, and then we saw the effect of it right there as that ball wasn't hit the hardest, but the wind kind of carried it out there. It's going to carry out to right field. To left field, you're not going to see much as it's blowing straight in from left. Nick Greblinghoff now playing shortstop, steps into bat. He's first pitch swing and grounds it over to Owen Edwards. He's going to take it himself and retire Greblinghoff for the second out. Morris moves up on the play to third. Puts himself 90 feet away from scoring Groton's third run. Gavin England stepping to the plate, wearing number 22. First pitch to England, swung on and missed. Ball gets away. Morris is going to try to score from third. Play at the plate is not there, and Morris scores, hustling down the line. And he scores Groton's third run of the inning. And that's going to clear the bases for Gavin England. Gavin England wearing 22. He's down, no balls and one strike. Swung at the first pitch and missed. The 0-1 swung on and fouled, back out of play. And Schmieg now ahead, no balls and two strikes. You know, we're looking at it here, Sheldon Schmieg doing his job. He's throwing strikes. You know, Groton just doing their job, coming back and doing their job and hitting the ball. The 0-2 misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schmieg looking in at Snaza. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on and lifted into left field. Kurkowski's under it, and it's going to be, and he's going to make the catch out in left field to retire England. England puts a charge into it, but again, that wind out in left field, that's going to keep it up in the air. So Groton puts 3 up. They get 1 hit, 1 Groton error. They leave none on, and we'll set the defense for Groton when we come back. And for Webster coming up in the bottom of the first, it'll be Bumgard, Coyne, and Edwards. We'll have the bottom of the first inning for you when we come back to Lockhurst Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back here for the bottom of the first inning here. Game number 5 of the Region 2B 14U VFW tournament. We'll set the defense here for Groton in the outfield, left to right. We've got Jared Erdman in left, Tristan McGannon in center, and Lincoln Krause in right. Around the infield, third to first, Carter Simon at third, Nick Greblinghoff at shortstop, Kellen Antonson at second, and Gavin England at first base. And your battery for Groton here in this elimination game behind the dish will be Karsten Fleece, and on the mound, number 12, Nick Morris. Gage Baumgarten is going to lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning for Webster. First pitch from Morris is down the middle for a strike as he jumps ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Throwing strikes is the name of the game in this level. With pitch count rules, that's kind of the way you got to go. The 0-1, again, in there for strike 2. Morris quickly ahead. He likes to work fast. He gets the ball, and he's right back on the mound. The 0-2 Swung on a miss, and Baumgarten quickly down on 3 pitches for the first out. Exactly the start you'd hope for from Morris. Colby Coyne now steps in for Webster. First pitch, that's on the corner for a strike. Again, Colby, one of the youngest players probably in the tournament here, is he. The 0-1 is at the knees for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way. Swung on and chopped. Going to be a tough play if it stays fair, and it just dribbles foul. Nice job there by Coyne to get a piece of it and fight it off, and that ball stays fair. That's going to be a tough play. He might be able to beat that out. No balls, 2 strikes to the Webster second baseman, Colby Coyne. The 0-2 on the outside corner for strike 3. And Coyne down looking for out number 2. And that'll bring up Owen Edwards. Edwards, the first baseman in today's ball game. He started yesterday against Groton, was relieved by Matt Mount, and then did come back and start again against Clark. First pitch is in there for a strike, and Nick Morris is pretty well dialed in right now. Morris looks in at his catcher, Fleece, gets the sign. And the 0-1 just misses outside. The guys up here in the press box just jinxed him. Someone made the mistake of saying he hasn't thrown a ball yet, and then he throws a ball. Press box jinx. 1-1 the count here. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on and fouled back into the net, and Morris comes right back in the zone. Morris looking in at Fleece for the sign. Now he's got it. The 1-2 on the way. Just misses. 2-2. Good pitch there. Just missed. Well, the 1-2 and 0-2 count. That's kind of what you're looking for. See what the umpire is going to give you on the corners. The 2-2 now. Swung on and grounded to short. Greblinghoff bobbles it. Still might have a play, but not in time. Edwards hustling down the line. But the little bobble that Greblinghoff had it short, just enough to give Edwards enough time to get down the line. And that's going to bring up Matt Mount. Mount hit a deep triple yesterday against Clark, but other than that, his bat has been relatively quiet. As they check Edwards at first. He's back in safely. Mount came in relief against Groton yesterday and threw his max pitches. First pitch is at the belt for a strike, and Morris jumps ahead. No balls and 1 strike. Morris takes a look at first. Edwards takes his lead. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Morris quickly ahead here. No balls and 2 strikes to Matt Mount. Mount playing third base for Webster. Morris takes the rubber here. Looks in at his sign. Edwards got his lead at first. England holding. The 0-2. Swung on and lined up the middle. That's going to be in for a base hit. McGannon up with it, and he fires it back quickly in. And Mount is aboard with a 2-out single. Nice job there by him, keeping his hands back and just kind of sticking the bat out and getting the good part of the bat on the ball and sending it into center field. Sheldon Schmig going to step to the plate now. Schmig doing the pitching, wearing number 11. First pitch on the way. That's going to miss down low. I think looking at the Webster lineup, You can have Edwards and Mount batting with nobody on base. That's kind of what you want, because those are probably the two best hitters. Schmieg takes the strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schmieg does all right with the bat too, but he's just this Edwards and Mount can just handle the bat so much better and put the ball in play. The 1-1 misses, and it's going to get by Fleece. Runners are going to move up, and again, that was kind of a problem yesterday where, little things like that where giving the team extra bases and opportunities to stay in the game. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1. That's at the letters for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One thing here about umpire Matt Rohrbach, and he did it yesterday too, he likes that high strike, but he's consistent with it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. Swung on, fouled into the net. Schmieg stays alive in the at-bat. Morris looking in at Fleece. Shakes again. Now he's got it. The 2-2 on the outside corner, and Schmieg down looking for out number 3. So Webster threatens, gets a couple on second and third. Morris battles out after 1 complete inning. Groton leads 3-0. Coming up for Groton in the top of the second inning, it'll be Antonson, Moody, and Kraus, and we will have the top of the second inning when we come back to Lockhurst Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And welcome back, baseball fans, to Lockhurst Field here in Groton, South Dakota. I'm Pat Kraus bringing you live VFW 14U region action. This is the Region 2B tournament. Winner of this tournament will advance to Bryant on July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th to the state tournament. We're down to final 3 teams, 2 of them playing right now, Webster and Groton. Winner of this contest will move on to play Clark later this evening in what could be the championship game. If Clark is victorious, they will win and win the tournament and advance to the state tournament. If they were to lose, there will be one more game tomorrow night. Groton out to an early lead here, 3-0. They put 3 up in the top of the first inning. Kellen Antonson's going to lead things off for him here in the top of the second inning. Antonson wearing number 7, playing second base today. Sheldon Schmieg beginning his second inning of work. First pitch on the way. That misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Schmieg threw a little bit yesterday. But they pulled him early enough with the pitch count rules that he's able to go full today. The 1-0 miss is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Schmieg back on the mound, likes to go from the windup here. The 2-0. That misses inside. 3-0. Kellen I think he was ready to swing there, but saw it coming in, left it in, and now works the 3-0 count. The 3-0. That's in for a strike again. Like I said, Umpire Matt Rohrbach, he likes that high strike, but he calls it both ways. A 3-1, and that's going to miss, and it's going to get away from Snaza. But Antonson is aboard with a leadoff walk. That'll bring up the extra hitter. The extra hitter in the lineup, Carter Moody. Again, if you're listening and wondering what does that mean, well, in VFW baseball, you can utilize a 10th hitter in the lineup, and that's what Carter Moody is. Carter squares the bunt. Kellen Antonson takes off, and he's going to be in safely as Moody pulls it back, and Snaza can't handle the pitch. So Antonson moves himself into scoring position. Pitch called a ball. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike again. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike to number 24, Carter Moody. Antonson takes his lead. The 1-1, that's going to stay high, brings Snaza out of his crouch. Makes a nice play there to keep it from getting to the backstop. Nobody out here. We're in the top of the second inning. The winner of this game will advance to play again later this evening. The 2-1 swung on and missed. Moody swings over the top of it. Count now evens 2-2. Winner will advance to play Clark this evening. The loser's season will be over. Count is 2-2 to Carter Moody, the 2-2. And Moody swings over the top again and is down swinging for out number 1. That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 11, Lincoln Kraus. Kraus bats from the left side, taking some signs here from Coach Aaron Severson. Kellen gets his lead. Kraus' first pitch swinging is going to come down here, and it's going to just fall foul. Good effort there by Matt Mount as he's hustling from his third base position to try to make the play, but just out of his reach. So Schmid gets ahead here, no balls and 1 strike to the Groton right fielder, Lincoln Kraus. Lincoln gets back in there. Schmid going from the stretch now with a runner on second. Time is called. Actually, a balk is called. And on the play, Antonson's going to move up, and umpire Brian Hansen comes in and talks to Sheldon Schmieg to give him a little instruction on what he's doing so he doesn't do it again. The 0-1 swung on and grounded to the right side. That's going to score a run. Going to be a tough play. Kraus hustling down the line, but Coyne up with it and retires Lincoln 4-3 for the second out. On the play, Antonson scores from third, and that gets the fourth run of the game in for Groton as they extend now to 4-0. Tristan McGannon now coming in. McGannon in the 10 spot today. First pitch is high for a ball. Tristan playing center field for Groton. The 1-0. That's in on the inside corner for a strike. Count evens now, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here, top of the second inning. Groton has 1 across so far here. Seeing if maybe McGannon can extend the inning here and get to the top of the order. The 1-1 on the way. And that's going to hit him. And McGannon is going to be aboard, being hit by the pitch with 2 outs. And that's going to turn the lineup over and bring leadoff hitter Jarrett Erdman back to the plate. Erdman reached on an error in his first at-bat, came around and scored. McGannon, good speed over at first, so won't be surprised if we see him take off. He goes on the first pitch, kind of a delayed steal, and the ball gets away from Snaza, but he hustles after and gets it right back to Schmieg, and McGannon now at second. One and 0 the count. 1-0 from Schmieg. This is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Get a base hit here to the outfield. We should score him again pretty easily. Caleb Edwards sneaking in behind him. Jarrett chops it foul, and so far every time he makes contact, he's swinging over the top of it or beating it into the ground. Hopefully he can figure it out here, make an adjustment, find the center of the baseball and drive it somewhere for Groton. Looks like he's moved himself up in the box a little bit, so hopefully making an adjustment here. The 2-1 swung on and grounded to the right side. Schmieg up with it on to first and in time to retire Erdman. So Erdman retired 1-3 for the third out. Groton does get a run. They leave one. After 1.5, it's 4-0 Groton. For Webster, it'll be Snaza, Krakowski, and Edwards. And we'll have the bottom of the second inning back here at Lockhurst Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support.
One of my
Become a
talents.
booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your
I'm never
support of
lost
the
for work,
athletes and
Shorty, you know
students
that.
in your community.
Right, then I don't know what
As a
to
sponsor,
say.
you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
We hope you are all enjoying the student.
And we're back here, top of the second, as Nick Morris finishes his warm-up pitches, the bottom of the second. Kind of hard. Groton is the host team, but they're the visiting team in this game, so might take me a little bit before I really grasp onto that. Devin Snoz is going to step in for Webster, leading off here. First pitch from Morris misses in the dirt. The 1-0 from Morris. That's in there for a strike as he comes back and evens the count. Good inning for Morris back there. Got 2 strikeouts. Actually, got 3 strikeouts in that first inning. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Snaza went upstairs and chased. Almost had a 3-up, 3-down inning there. The 1-2. That's in there for strike 3, and Snaza down looking for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. 1 out, and that's going to bring up Tayton Krakowski. Krakowski playing left field. Last night in the game against Clark, Krakowski was on base 3 times and I think scored 2 or 3 runs for Webster. So does himself a nice job at the plate to get on base. First pitch of ball. The 1-0 gets to the backstop. 2 balls, no strikes. To number 4, Tayton Krakowski. The 2-0 is down low. 3, Krakowski not the tallest player on the team, so makes the strike zone a little bit more difficult. The 3-0. That's in there for a strike. And he does a nice job, though. He doesn't chase any bad pitches either, so he doesn't help the pitcher out. Morris gets back in, though, with the strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1. That's in there for strike number 2. Count fills up now. 3 balls, 2 strikes as Morris battles back. Fell behind 3-0. Now coming back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and Krakowski chases one out of the zone. And he's down swinging for out number 2. 2 down. Now that's going to bring up Caleb Edwards. Edwards playing shortstop in today's ball game. Did a little pitching yesterday for Webster against Clark. First pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Edwards back in the box. The 0-1. That's on the outside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Morris looking in at his catcher, Carson Fleece. Gets the sign he likes. And the 0-2. That's on the corner for strike 3. And Morris strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down for Groton here in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. After 2 complete innings, Groton leads 4-0 for Groton coming up in the top of the third. It'll be Fleece, Simon, and Morris. And we will have the top of the third inning back here in Groton after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
We hope you are all
And welcome back to Region 2B VFW action here in Groton. Going into the top of the third inning here, Groton leading 4-0 over Webster. This is an elimination game, game number 5 of the tournament. We had 4 yesterday, 2 today, and possibly another one tomorrow. We'll see what happens later this evening. Again, Groton leading 4-0, put 3 up in the first, 1 in the second. Looking to add to it here as Sheldon Schmiegs is getting ready to start his third inning of work. Carson Fleece steps in. He's 0 for 1 so far at today's ball game. Grounded out, but run did score on his ground out. The first pitch from Schmieg. That misses inside from ball number 1. You can hear it in the microphone. The wind is blowing, causing issues all over the place. The 1-0 swung on and grounded to short. Caleb Edwards up with it on to first in time to retire Fleece. I think Caleb and Tayton Kurkowski and Colby Coyne, I think those 3 guys are still young enough to play on the U12 team, but they're up here holding their own on the big field with the older players. So nice play there by Edwards. Carter Simon now, first pitch swinging, ground ball. That's going to get by Edwards and mount into left, and Simon is going to be aboard with a 1-out single. Bring up pitcher Nick Morris doing the pitching. Morris 1 for 1 in today's ball game with a double and a run scored. Morris squares, pulls it back, pitch called a strike. Simon takes off. He's in safely at second with stolen base. Time called here so Carter Simon can tie his shoe. And now we're ready for play to resume here. Morris digs back in. Schmig set, the 0-1. And that stays high, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Coach Severson telling his runner out there to get as much as he can out there as a lead. The 1-1 on the way. And that's going to catch Morris in the back, and he's going to be hit by the pitch and be the second base runner of the inning for Groton. Runners on first and second, one out, and that's going to bring Webster coach out of the dugout here to have a little chat with his pitcher. How we got to this point yesterday, game number 1, Clark defeated Redfield. And then Webster defeated Groton in game number 2. Game number 3 was elimination game where Groton defeated Redfield to advance to this game. Redfield was eliminated in that game number 3 yesterday. Last night, game number 4, Clark defeated Webster in the winners bracket game. So then that puts Webster into this position today. Now the winner of this game will move on to play Clark later this evening, and the loser will their season will be over. Runners on first and second. Nick Greblinghoff to the plate. Greblinghoff grounded out his first at bat, 0 for 1 today. First pitch, runners go, and Simon is in safely at third, and Morris in safely at second. No throw. Pitch called a ball. Now base hit by Greblinghoff will definitely score 1, maybe even 2. The 1-0 swung on, popped up. Snaza's got a look, and he will not make the play as he was flipped the mask, but he held on to it and tried to make a little basket catch and unable to handle it. So Greblinghoff gets another opportunity here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nick just kind of dipping his back shoulder there, getting under it. The 1-1. This time he grounds it, turns it over. Schmieg bobbles it, underhands it, but gets Greblinghoff. Morris takes off. Morris continues to run on the play, and he's going to score. Simon scores on the ground out. And Morris was hustling around second, and we've seen that a couple of different times from Groton to yesterday where they get a play to the infield and the guy around second, he keeps on going. He doesn't slow down and puts a little pressure on, and actually a pretty good throw there by Owen Edwards at first, and just Devin Snaza unable to handle it, and Morris slides in. So Groton gets 2 here so far, extends their lead to 6-0. Gavin England in there now takes the first pitch for a strike. England hit it hard his first at bat, but flied out to the left fielder, Kurkowski, back in the first inning, officially 0 for 1. The 0-1, and that's going to be in the dirt for a ball. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Groton extending their lead now, 6-0. The 1-1. That's on the inside corner for strike 2. He took a little off that one. Kind of got Gavin out on his front foot, and he had already committed and unable to pull back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. And England's going to line it into center field. Let's be down for a hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Gavin England, as with 2 strikes, kind of changed his approach a little bit and got a pitch down, put the good part of the bat on it, and lined it into center field. Third hit of the game for Groton. Kellen Antonson now up to bat. Antonson walked his first at bat. First pitch swinging, ground ball to Edwards at short. He bobbles it, but he comes up, makes a good strong throw over to first to retire Antonson to end the inning. But Groton gets 2 on a hit. They left 1 after 2.5. Groton 6, Webster 0. Ponce, Baumgarten, and Coyne will be the 3 up for Webster. And we'll have the bottom of the 3rd inning back here at Lockhurst Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Thanks.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back here in Groton, South Dakota, Region 2B action. Groton leading here 6-0 going to the bottom of the third inning. Justin Ponce going to lead things off for Webster. His first at bat of the game. First pitch from Nick Morris misses. Morris 35 pitches so far through 2 innings. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled back into the net. Ponce catches a piece of it. Morris looks in at his catcher, Carson Fleece. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on and lifted into right field, and that's going to be foul, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to the Webster right fielder, Justin Ponce. Morris looking in, shakes, now he gets it. The 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt and kind of skip away from Fleece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield playing pretty straight away. Right field maybe shading the line a little bit. The 2-2 swung on and missed, and Ponce goes down swinging for the first out. And that'll turn the lineup over to the top of the order and Gage Baumgarten. Baumgarten was a strikeout victim in the first inning. 0 for 1. First pitch on the way. That's going to miss inside. See if Webster makes any adjustments here, as they are now second time through the lineup. So they've all seen Morris once. See if they've made any changes or adjustments at the plate. The 1-0. That misses 2-0. Morris having a little trouble here finding the zone. From the windup to 2-0. That misses 3-0. I think Morris just trying to be a little too fine, a little too perfect with this pitch, just trying to hit the spot. Now just needs to rear back and throw strikes. Decides to change from the windup to go to the stretch now. And the 3-0. That's down the middle for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, see that a lot with younger pitchers these days. They go more from the stretch than the windup, and I'm a fan of that. Less moving parts. The 3-1. Swung on and grounded over the head of Morris. Antonsen backhands it, knocks it down, but unable to make a play. And we'll see here what the official score gives there. Kobe Coyne to the plate now. Coyne 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Morris quick throws over and not in time. And Baumgarten will be credited with a hit. Baumgarten takes his lead from first. Carter Simon in on the grass over here at third. They check again, and Baumgarten again back in safely. Morris got a pretty good move. Like to see his throw a little lower. That's to not get away from England. Runner goes, and throw down to second is off target and not in time. And Baumgarten advances to second on the stolen base. Pitch called a ball. 1 out now. Morris looking to work around a One out single by Baumgarten. Leave him sit at second base. He checks, and the 1-0. Swung on a chop foul. Going chops between his legs. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Count even. Again, outfield kind of playing shallow due to the wind blowing straight in from left. The 1-1. Swung on and grounded to short. Greblinghoff up with it. Fires across the diamond, makes the play at first. Baumgarten slips coming around third. Coyne retired short to first. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. Baumgarten off on contact. He advances to third. 2 outs, and Owen Edwards at the plate. Edwards reached on an error in his first at-bat. Again, this is where Webster, if they ever have any opportunities to score, this is where it's at, because he likes to put the ball in play and does a pretty good job of it. First pitch swinging. Edwards and Mount, they probably handle the bat the best out of the Webster hitters, so if they're able to get out of here with no harm done, be a big boost for Groton. The 0-1 misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Groton leading 6-0. The 1-1. That's down low. 2-1. Carson Fleece tried to pull that one out of the dirt and frame it, and Matt Rohrbach said, I don't think so. Morris comes set in the 2-1. Swung on and popped up. England gives it a look, but it's going to get out of play. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See if the Groton defense adjusts here a little bit, as Edwards a little late on that one. Morris looks in. Now he's got the sign. Set at the belt. 2-2. Swung on and popped up, and that one's also going to get out of play, as the massive kids take after the foul ball. The 2-2 from Morris. That just misses off the plate. He throws himself a little knuckleball, and when the wind's blowing with that knuckleball, it's going to do some goofy things, and going to be hard for Carson Fleece back there to keep it under control and find the strike zone with it. Count full here, 3-2. 3-2 fouled. I think that caught umpire Matt Rohrbach in the shin guard, and seeing how he seems to be okay. Count still full, 3-2, 2 outs. Runner on third, Gage Baumgarten. He reached on a single, stole second, and then moved up on the Colby Coyne ground out. Morris gets the sign he likes, and the 3-2 at the knees for strike 3, and Edwards goes down looking for the third out, and Morris pitches himself out of another jam. 1 hit for Webster. They leave 1. They don't score any after 3 complete. Groton leads 6-0 for Groton in the top of the 4th. It'll be Moody, Kraus, and McGannon, and we'll have the top of the 4th inning back here at Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And welcome back to Groton, South Dakota here at Lockhart Field. I'm Pat Kraus bringing you 14U VFW Region action. This is Region 2B. We are in day number 2, game number 5. Winner of this game will advance to play Clark later this evening. The loser will go home, and that will end their season. We had 4 games yesterday, 2 scheduled today, and then possibly 1 tomorrow. We are in a double elimination format, so the winner of this game will move on to play Clark this evening, and If Clark were to win, that will end the tournament. They will be the champions of the region and represent Region 2B at the state tournament in Bryant on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. If Clark were to lose, then that would mean, being a double elimination, they have to lose twice. That we would come back tomorrow and play again at around 3 o'clock, I believe the time is. But we're a ways away from that. We're only in the 4th inning here of this game right now. And top of the 4th inning, and Groton coming to bat here with Carter Moody going to lead things off for him. Sheldon Schmieg still on the mound. First pitch to Moody is in there for a strike. Moody a strikeout victim in his first at bat, officially 0 for 1. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. That misses inside and low. Moody in the extra hitter position. Again, a VFW rule to allow for another hitter in the lineup. The 1-1 swung on and chased. Moody reached and kind of chased one. He's kind of a little anxious there, wants to hit pretty bad, but he still needs to look for strikes. The 1-2, that goes behind him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 from Schmieg. Swung on and grounded right back to Schmieg. Nice play. And he fires on to first to retire Moody. Like to see that out of a pitcher who fields his position. He, after releasing the ball, he goes right into his defensive position, understanding that as soon as the ball leaves his hand, he is now the 5th infielder. So nice job there by Sheldon Schmieg. Lincoln Kraus now up to bat. First pitch in the dirt and inside as he jumps out of the way. Kraus grounded out in his first at bat, but did score a run on the play. A couple hits yesterday against Webster. The 1-0 swung on and pulled to the first baseman, and Edwards up with it, and he's going to put him away unassisted for the second out. Kraus just out in front of it, pulled it down the line, and Edwards is a good fielder over there. Usually plays shortstop, so having a shortstop playing first base is a nice little benefit to have there. Tristan Buchanan to bat now. First pitch, swung on and popped up on the infield. Going to be a foul territory, and Owen Edwards is going to put it away, and Webster has their first 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left after 3.5. Groton still leads 6-0 for Webster in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Mount, Schmieg, and Snaza, and we'll have the bottom of the 4th inning when we come back to Lockhurst Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school.
Okay.
Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the
problem.
school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And we're back here, bottom of the fourth inning. Matt Mount leads things off for Webster, and he chops one to third and beats it out down the line. And so he leads things off here with a single. Sheldon Schmieg now batting. Think about Matt Mount. He's a pretty athletic kid for being as young as he is. They check. Morris looking in here, trying to get where he wants from the stretch. Mount takes his lead. Again, pretty good speed. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes off here on the first pitch. Morris checks. Now he's set. Check again. They were able to get Mount leaning in yesterday's game. So I suppose they're kind of hoping that maybe that happens again. First pitch on the way to Sheldon Schmieg. That's on the inside corner for strike one as Schmieg dove out of the way, but it comes across for a strike. No balls, one strike. The 0-1, they check again at first. The 0-1 runner goes. Swung on and fouled straight back into the umpire. And Mount's going to have to go back to first. Had the base stolen. Good. No balls, two strikes. Sheldon Schmieg here, the pitcher for Webster. And they check Mount again. He's back in safely. My apologies here, too. I have to make a correction. I keep saying it's a Region 2B tournament. It's actually a Region 6B up here. The 0-2 to Schmieg, grounded to second. Anson up with it. They're going to get Mount. And the ball gets by England, but Schmieg not going to be able to advance. So they get Mount on the 4-6 fielder's choice for the first out. And Schmieg checks in at first. I was looking at some of the other regions that are going to be going on this week. All the regions have to be completed by Thursday, July 14th, and went back through and saw that we are listed as Region 6. I believe it's Region 7, where our neighbors to the north of Ways, Britain, they defeated Leola Frederick earlier today in that region. Devin Snaza now the batter. He takes low and away for ball one. One out here. We're at the bottom of the fourth inning. This is an elimination game. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. The 1-0 to Snaza swung on and missed. Morris evens the count. That was his 61st pitch of the game. Schmieg takes his lead from first. Gavin England holding him. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Morris fell behind 1-0. Now he's back on top. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schmieg's got a pretty aggressive lead over there. We'll see if Webster teammates telling Schmieg he's not on the rubber, so we'll get back. The 1-2 swung on and line to second. Anson ranges, gets under his glove. And going to get by Antonson into right field. Tough play there. Went a long way for that ball. Right fielder Lincoln Kraus right there to back him up on the play. And Tayton Kurkowski's going to come to the plate. First pitch to Kurkowski misses outside. Snaza will not be credited with a hit there, as I feel Anderson could have made that play. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. That's on the outside corner for a strike. Count even now, 1-1. Runners on first and second. Schmieg at second. Snaza at first, the 1-1. And that's chased out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kurkowski went after one out of the zone. To fall behind now, 1-2. Middle infielders kind of going back and forth with Schmieg. The 1-2, that stays high, 2-2. One out. Bottom of the 4th inning here. Groton leading 6-0. The 2-2 swung on a miss, and Kurkowski down swinging. Now 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. With 2 outs, Caleb Edwards is going to come to the plate. Edwards playing shortstop today. Probably not hitting the way he would like to, but sure doing his part in the field, making some nice plays at shortstop. First pitch to Edwards. That's at the letters for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Morris gets the sign. Now he's set in the 0-1. That one misses for a ball. Count evens now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. The 1-1. That misses. 2-1 now the count. Morris checks the runners. 2-1. That's at the knees for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 2-2. Swung on and popped up. England's going to give it a look, and it's going to get down foul. And Gavin England hustles the ball back to the infield. Edwards stays alive in the at-bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. The 2-2 on the outside corner for strike 3. And Caleb Edwards down looking for the 2nd time in the game for the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, a Groton error, 2 runners left after 4 complete. Groton leads 6-0 for Groton in the top of the 5th. It'll be the top of the order, and Erdman, Fleece, and Simon will have the top of the 5th for you back here at Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back here in Groton, South Dakota at Lockhart Field. Top of the 5th inning coming up. Groton coming to bat. They will send the top of the order to the plate. With leading off will be Jared Erdman. Erdman 0 for 3, 0 for 2, so far in today's game. Looking to break out of that a little bit. He did reach on an error, but looking for his first hit in today's game. Kind of a little shuffle in the lineup here for Coach Aaron Severson. Tristan McGannon typically is a leadoff hitter, but having a little struggle, so Coach Severson decided to take some pressure off McGannon and move him down. I think it's helped as Tristan's been able to find his way on base a little more at the bottom of the lineup. Erdman steps in here. The first pitch from Sheldon Schmieg. That hits the outside corner for a strike. Sheldon Schmieg in his 5th inning of work now. That's 60 pitches. The 0-1. Swung on, lined up the middle for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Erdman as he makes the adjustment and lines a shot up the middle for a leadoff single. Karsten Fleece now at the plate. Fleece 0 for 2, 2 ground outs to the shortstop. One of them did drive in a run. Erdman takes his lead from first. And he goes on the first pitch. Called a strike. No throw from Snaza. And Erdman in safely at second. Base hit here should get Erdman in. The 0-1 swung on and chopped over here. Mount cuts it off, and he's going to fire across. They're going to get Fleece at first. Now they're going to have Erdman comes over, and they had a play. But Mount was in front of the base, and Caleb Edwards was behind the base, and Erdman kind of just split the difference, and he's now at third. Carter Simon to bat now. Simon been on twice. He struck out and reached on a pass ball, came around and scored. First pitch swinging. Coach Severson over here making the play from his coaching position. Simon did get a single in his next at bat and came around. He scored 2 runs. The 0-1 in the dirt. Snaza keeps it in front. It's kind of the spot that Groton wants to be in. This is an opportunity for them to score some runs. 1 out, and their leadoff hitter, Jared Erdman, already on third. Carter Simon, the hitter. The 1-1. Lined into the left. That's going to fall for a hit. Kirkowski up with that. He's going to fire it back into second. And Carter Simon gets himself an RBI single to extend the lead 7-0. Nick Morris steps to the plate. Morris doubled and scored his first at bat and was hit by a pitch and scored in his second at bat. Officially 1 for 1. Simon takes his lead from first. Goes on the first pitch. Morris is swinging. He hits one to the gap in left center, and it's down. Good effort by Kirkowski. And Simon's going to check in at third. Play at second, and Morris is safe at second. And now Simon's going to take off from third, and he's going to score. Good effort there by Kirkowski in left as he laid out and almost made a nice play. Good heads-up running there by the Groton runners as Carter Simon scores on the play. Now the lead is 8-0. Nick Greblinghoff in, takes the first pitch for a ball. Greblinghoff 0 for 2, 2 ground outs. Groton able here to break this open. The 1-0, and Greblinghoff lines one into short center. That's going to fall. Morris had to hold up a little bit as wasn't sure if it was going to be caught or not, so he will check in at third. And Nick Greblinghoff aboard with a 1-out single, his first hit of the game. A good spot here for number 22, Gavin England. England hit a sharp single in his last at-bat. 1 for 2 today. Greblinghoff and Morris take their leads. First pitch on the corner. Greblinghoff takes off. A little delayed steal. And Greblinghoff in safely at second. Runners on second and third now. 1 out. The 0-1 swung on and grounded to short. Caleb Edwards up with it, kind of bobbles it. Still able to retire England. Play over here at third, and Greblinghoff in safely. Morris scores on the play. As England retired 6-3 for the second out. Nick Greblinghoff advancing 1 base on the throw. Again, another nice play there by Caleb Edwards. Kellen Atkinson now batting. Atkinson 0 for 1 with a run scored. First pitch swinging, and he swings over the top. And goes down 0-1. Again, Atkinson looking for his first hit of the game. 9-0 our score. As Groton has tacked on 3 more runs here in the top of the 5th. The 0-1. Atkinson grounds it to Edwards. He bobbles it. It's going to be a tough play as Kellen does run well. And he's going to beat it out. And that's going to score Greblinghoff. Atkinson does his job, puts it in play, and hustling down the line. And that's going to put Groton up 10-0 now. Carter Moody now the batter. As they check Atkinson at first, and he's back in awkwardly but safe. Moody 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a ground out, looking for his first hit of the game. Sheldon Schmeek, and he's going to check over at Atkinson. Atkinson goes. Moody takes high, no throw, and Kellen Atkinson's going to be in safely at second. 1 ball, no strikes to Carter Moody. Moody's in the extra hitter position today as they chase Atkinson back. Moody takes high, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, Carter Moody looking for his first hit of the game. Kellen Atkinson on second. He takes his lead. The 2-0. That's going to get by Snaza, and Atkinson's going to move up 1. Check in at third. Again, here in VFW ball, we do have 10-run rules. And as it sits right now, if Groton able to hold Webster in the bottom of the 5th, this will be a run rule shortened game. The 3-0 to Moody. That's in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Winner of this game will play Clark after this game is completed. The 3-1, and Moody draws himself a 2-out walk. And that's going to bring Webster coach out of the dugout. And we're going to see ourselves a pitching change. Looks like we're going to have Caleb Edwards coming in to pitch. Looks like just a straight switch as Sheldon Schmeig is going to go to short, and Caleb Edwards is going to come in to pitch. Edwards pitched a little bit yesterday, but not enough to make him have the required day of rest. While we have a chance here, just again a quick little recap of what's happened so far in this tournament. So far, Clark is the undefeated team. They are 2-0. They defeated Redfield in game number 1 yesterday, and then they defeated Webster last night to advance to what could be the one championship game. Webster and Groton both coming into this game, both 1-1. Webster defeated Groton yesterday in game number 2, and then lost to Clark last night to get here. And Groton, again, as I mentioned, they lost to Webster, but they beat Redfield in the elimination game last night at the 5 o'clock game to get themselves to this position. So Redfield, their first team, was eliminated yesterday. They went 0-2. So they are down. So that puts us into 3 out of the 4 teams left. And after this game, we'll be down to 2 teams, and the winner of the championship game, the champion of this tournament, will advance to represent Region 6B. Again, yesterday I misspoke and kept calling it Region 2B, but I went back, double-checked. We actually are Region 6, and the winner of the tournament will represent Region 6B in Bryant on July 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And Carter Moody chased back to first, has taken his lead before the pitcher's on the mound. Lincoln Kraus into the box now. Kraus 0 for 2 today. First pitch swinging. He's going to loop one into short left. Kurkowski coming hard. That's going to fall for a hit. And Kraus picks himself up a 2-out RBI single. Antonson scores on the play to extend the lead to 11-0, the 5th run of the inning, the 11th run of the game. Tristan McGannon now into the box, and he takes ball 1. Runners on first and second for Groton. Kraus at first, Moody at second. Runners take their lead, the 1-0. Swung on a grounded foul. See if Severson, oh, look at there. He's got a 1,000 fielding percentage so far in the game. They got to get Coach Seva a glove, get him in the game. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tristan McGannon. The 1-1, that's on the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Groton center fielder, Tristan McGannon. McGannon was hit by a pitch and flied out. The 1-2, grounded hard back, but Edwards makes the play. Edwards to Edwards for the out. And McGannon retired 1-3. Groton gets 5. They leave a couple, but they extend their lead 11-0. 11-0 is our score. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Ponce, Baumgarten, and Coyne, and we'll have the bottom of the 5th inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And we're back here in Groton, South Dakota for Region 6B. Again, I'm going to emphasize that every time I say it now so that I remember. But Region 6B, VFW action here in the 14U division. We are in our second elimination game. Groton looking to keep their hopes alive, and as they lost their first game but came back and defeated Redfield, and now in the driver's seat here against Webster, who Webster defeated Groton yesterday. 11-0 is our score. Bottom of the 5th inning, Justin Ponce is going to lead things off for Webster. First pitch swinging, he fouls back to the screen. And Ponce quickly behind, no balls and 1 strike. 75 pitches for Morris. The 0-1 swung on and fouled. And Ponce aggressive up there. And Coach Eric Coyne down here at third, he likes what he sees out of his number 9 hitter as he's aggressive in there, taking his swings, not getting cheated. The 0-2, that stays high. Morris couldn't get him to chase. Good pitch there. Something out of the zone, change the eye level a little bit. The 1-2, that's going to miss and skip off the end of the glove of catcher Karsten Fleece. Score here 11-0. Again, we do have the 10-run rule right now as it sits is in effect. So if Webster unable to score a couple of runs here, this is how things will end. The 2-2 swung on, chopped out in front. Ponce slips in the box. Morris up with it, and he's going to fire to first in plenty of time to retire Justin Ponce. 1-3 for the first out. And I think Ponce does run pretty well, but after making contact, he kind of lost his footing in the box and unable to regain it. And Morris with a good strong throw to first got him in plenty of time. That's going to bring the top of the order back up here. Gage Bumgarn. Bumgarn 1 for 2 today. First pitch swing and a line into the left. That's going to be down for a hit. Erdman cuts it off. Baumgarten rounds it, and he's going to check in at first. Good strong throw in from Erdman, but Baumgarten gets his second hit of the game. Again, he does his job as a leadoff hitter. There's only been 4 hits for Webster, and he's got 2 of them. Does a good job up there with the bat as a leadoff hitter. Colby Coyne coming to the plate now. Coyne 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out in today's game. Baumgarten takes his lead from first. Coyne swings at the first pitch. McGannon coming in. He's going to make a nice snow cone catch. And they are going to say that's an out, as the ball did come out, but they're saying that it was on the exchange from glove to throwing hand. But good piece of hitting there by Coyne, as he put a little bit of a charge into it, but McGannon coming charging hard and puts it away for the second out. Baumgarten takes off. Throw down is not in time. Gets by everybody except for McGannon. Nice job backing it up. Owen Edwards is the batter. First pitch taken for a ball. Edwards 0 for 2 in the book today. Struck out his last at bat, but reached on an error back in the first and got stranded at third. Nick Morris looking here to end the deal here. The 1-0. Swung on and grounded to short. Greblinghoff up with it. Going to fire it across, and not in time, as Edwards hustling down the line. He will get himself an infield single. Nice play by Greblinghoff, but just a long throw. And Aaron Severson's going to call time and come out of the dugout here and have a little chat with his pitcher in infield. Again, as things are sitting right now, if Webster were to get a couple runs here this inning, we'll play another one. But if not, if Groton can hold them to no runs or 1 run, the 10-run rule will be in effect here after 5 innings, and that will be a shortened game. And I think Coach Severson's out talking to his pitcher Morris and the infield, as Matt Mount's up to bat here. And again, with Webster only being about 30 minutes away from Groton, these kids know each other pretty well, and they know that Matt Mount is one of the better players that we've seen. He's got a good arm, he throws well, and hits the ball hard, and he's got some pretty good speed. So they're going to probably pitch him pretty carefully and see what we can get here. And the first pitch to Mount, that misses away. Sheldon Schmieg on deck. Schmieg's reached on a fielder's choice and struck out, so not much coming up behind here for Webster. The 1-0, and Edwards goes. Pitch called a strike. Throw right back to Morris. And Edwards is in safely at second. So runners on second and third, 2 outs. The 1-1 swung on and missed. And Mount was trying to hit that one into Marshall County, I think, into the wind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Nick Morris looking to find a way to complete this game. The 1-2 swung on, popped up. Fleece is going to give it a look, but with that wind, it's going to push it out of play. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, they still want to pitch him carefully, as last hit he had was a sharp single with 2 strikes. The 1-2 swung on and fouled. Mount just got a piece of it, fouled it back into the net. Morris not giving in. As wait for the on deck batter to get the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, Webster looking to extend the game here with a couple of runs. The 1-2. Swung on, popped up. Jared Erdman coming in. Nick Greblinghoff now under it, and he's going to put it away and retire Matt Mount. That ball off the bat looked like it was going right at Erdman and left, and with the way that wind is blowing, he blew it all the way back in, and Nick Greblinghoff ended up making the play about 3 steps from his normal position. And that's going to end the game as Groton avenges their only loss of the tournament, and they come back and defeat Webster 11-0 on a 10-run rule shortened game. We're going to take ourselves here a 1-minute break. After that break, we'll recap this game and kind of preview what's coming up later this evening. So we'll be back here at Lockhart Field after this 1-minute break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And welcome back to Groton, South Dakota here at Lockhart Field. In a game just completed, Groton comes back and defeats Webster 11-0. If you tuned in yesterday or were able to come out and watch yesterday, you saw Groton was defeated by Webster 17-8 in the second game of the tournament. And so Groton doing their job, coming back, staying alive in the tournament. As I mentioned yesterday, it's a double elimination format, so Groton stays alive in the tournament and sets up our next matchup. Some totals here, some little bit of highlights here from this game. Nick Morris threw himself an outstanding game. Ends the game with 9 strikeouts. So Nick Morris did his job. He came into the game, and they knew that they needed to win that game, and he stepped up to the challenge and did so. And Groton did a nice job. They put together about 8-9 hits, scored 11 runs. One thing I was impressed with Groton, though, was their base running. They took extra bases when they could and kind of caught Webster sleeping a couple of times on a couple of hustle plays. So that's going to set up our next matchup. And it'll probably be about 15 or 20 minutes from now. So probably looking at, we'll probably do a little pregame. If I can get Coach Severson's attention. I don't know where he's at. But I would say probably about 20-25 minutes from game time right now. So we'll do a little 5-minute pregame when we come back on our stream. It'll be a new stream. It'll be Groton taking on Clark. Clark is the undefeated team. They are 2-0 as they defeated Redfield yesterday and Webster yesterday. So Groton looking to find a way. If Groton were to win the next game, they will play another game tomorrow night, and we'll just see how things play out. But until then, we'll step away and we'll start a new stream here in about 20 to 25 minutes, and we'll bring you our first championship game with Clark and Groton, and we'll have that back here probably around the 6:50, 6:55 mark. So be sure to tune in. If you're looking for where to find this or to tell people where our link is, go to the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation Facebook page, share our link, and we encourage you to go and listen and follow along or watch the stream if you can. Again, thanks to all the sponsors across the bottom of the screen for making this possible, and of course to the Baseball Foundation here in Groton, and of course as always to my guy next to me, Axel Warrington. Makes my life really, really easy up here. So we'll be back in about 20 to 25 minutes and bring you Clark and Groton. Until then, thanks for listening, and we'll see you later.